Come on in to this town hall that I have called you all in here to sort of check in and sort of just I've been getting a lot of people asking how I'm doing. And
hey everybody, what is up? It is Lynn. Welcome back to my channel. Hey, happy Thursday. How are you doing? Wow, yes, we've got some more Dragula tea. There's a bit more Dragula tea to get into after the first Dragula Titans episode that aired the other day on Shudder. Woo! Woo! I've been watching a few things since the episode came out. I've been watching the Roscoe's footage of when you had Sigourney Beaver, you had Saint, who were doing a viewing party, and girl, Saint was so drunk, like really drunk. Saint was drunk AF and spilling tea about Dragula and about what it's like actually competing on Dragula and about how the challenges are kind of recycled and all this stuff. There was a lot of tea. So if you get time, if you're into Dragula, it's worth going to watch the Roscoe's viewing party with Sigourney Beaver and Saint. And there's another artist as well that I don't know who's also on this little panel for the viewing party. Honestly, the three of them were really funny together. I really enjoyed it, the viewing party. I thought it was fab. Anyway, yes, we are here to talk about Abhora and Erika Klash today. My God. Okay, Erika Klash went on her own YouTube channel and she was talking about how she felt the performance went because, of course, Erika Klash was paired with Abhora. Now, Erika Klash and Abhora, spoiler alert if you don't know, if you haven't watched the episode yet, maybe click off this video until you have. Erika Klash and Abhora ended up in the bottom, up for elimination together. And of course, Abhora was eliminated. So Erika Klash took to their own YouTube channel to talk about how it was, working with Abhora and the fact that Abhora didn't know the lyrics to the song that they were supposed to be lip syncing for this Halloween party lip sync. Erika Klash is like, no, I did my job. I did everything I could, like really kind of sticking up for themselves. And, I don't blame them. I really don't. But like, way to throw Abhora under the bus a little bit, right?
And I came away from the performance part of that challenge feeling really good, actually. I knew that there were other people struggling with the lip sync. Well, I knew that Abhora didn't know the words. And I offered to like go over it with them. And they're like, no, I'll be fine. I was like, okay. But the thing that really tickled me pink and that cracks me up is the fact that the Nightmare Girls were really shoddy in their lip sync. And I find that really interesting because, Melissa was questioning my performance ability, and I had the forethought and the wherewithal to actually download the song onto my phone before we got to taping. I had Jessica writing as I was sewing the last couple days of prep for the show. I was sewing. Jessica was listening to the song with me and writing down the lyrics for me so that I could study them. I was listening to that song on repeat on the plane, like sleeping to that song, because I knew that it was going to be for a Halloween house party and I knew that I had to be prepared. And I feel like, other than Yovska, who I feel like had an MP3 with the song, I was the only one that did that. And so in terms of like the preparedness and in terms of like my performance acumen and the way that I attacked that song, I came away feeling very confident after we filmed that. And then to go into judgment and to not even be in the dead bottom, but to like kind of be there and then to have them slide me into that position was like a total mindfuck.
Then you had Abhora doing an IG live last night as well. Now, it was quite late last night, but I caught it, and honestly, I just feel so bad for Abhora. I'm like, damn, I mean, it's one thing to kind of think like, oh, you didn't do your best, like with your costume, your look, whatever, but just, I don't know, I guess because I've seen what Abhora can do, I did feel bad that they got eliminated. But they're still there on Instagram and everything like that. And I'm sure that I will see Abhora perform again one day, whether I go to America or whether Abhora's coming back over here to the UK. But I'm going to play you a clip of Abhora's IG live from last night because it was really kind of emotional for me. I did shed a few little tears. I'm not, ashamed to admit it. I did, because there was just a part in it that made me really emotional. And I was like, Abhora, you're really tugging my heartstrings here. But, I really do love Abhora as an artist. And I think, their time on Titans was cut way, way, way too short. I really do. I'd hoped that they were going to go all the way, make it to top 3, possibly even win. So, yeah, it's sad. But, there's quite a bit of tea in what Abhora says in this clip that I'm about to play you. So I'll play it and we can come back and have a little chat.
Okay, so if you've watched the episode, I am the first out. Sorry. I'm in good company though. I am the latest to join the first outs club. The president is Pinche, with Vice President Felony Dodger, Secretary of the House Violencia, and Secretary of Defense Formaldehyde. I am glad to join. I received a care package this morning of every First Outs Club member is given a pair of Club Kid boots. Mine are pink with a white stud. Very nice. Thought that was a nice touch. A little hurtful. Yes, so first out. And unfortunately, it's permanent and it's real. I'm sorry, but I do not make a return. I think shows that rely on that gimmick are weak. They can't make a solid decision, a permanent decision, and they don't stick to their judgments, and that's lacking conviction, and I don't stand with that. So I'm happy that I got what little time I had. It was a fun day of filming. I managed to get a lot of jokes in, and I think I'm hopefully happily remembered for my time on there. And so sorry to break all your hearts, but that's it for me. But I really do hope that you'll still follow me along as I put out all the looks that I would have done, as I scramble to make them each week, as I learn what the challenges are as soon as you do. I'm going to follow along, so I hope that you will see them as much as you would have seen them on the TV show. It is always kind of a bummer to think that maybe people will not pay attention as intently to Instagram content as they would to a TV show, but it is what it is. I encourage you to continue watching Boulay Brothers Dragula Titans season. A lot of my friends have put out amazing work. It's gonna be a fun ride. It truly, from what I hear, is Gagula, as they say. Ugh, it hurts to say. But it will of course lose a lot more steam without my superior mind. So gonna keep doing what I'm doing, and I am okay. I am in good spirits. I'm a lot less hurt than I thought I would be. After being eliminated, I kind of wanted to burn all my drag and just kind of end it, but I've decided to take the healthy route and continue. Hey, the line between narcissistic and honest, very fine. Very fine. It just depends if you can back up what you're saying, and unfortunately we won't be able to see if I could or not. So thank you so much for sending me all the DMs and the heartwarming messages. I've been reading absolutely every positive comment, and anything that starts to sound negative, I just kind of skip over it. I don't really care what people think I should have done differently. I mean, I think I handled it the best I could in the moment. You never really know how to dodge a bullet when it's coming right at your head. So I appreciate all the hindsight that everyone is giving me from a third person perspective. But I'm really trying my best. And that's all anyone can ever do. So keep the fun fan art coming, and I will keep the narcissism to a minimum. Big brain. And I love you all. Thank you so much for sticking by me. And I'm excited to see the rest of the show. I want to see what they did without me, and I want to redeem myself in my own way. I think I'm gonna come up with a fashion line. What do you think about that? That would be amazing, huh? Anyway, thanks for catching up with me. I'm gonna keep this brief and short because I feel like I'm rambling at this point, but thank you for sticking by me, and hopefully more to come. Bye for now.
The thing that got me about this is Abhora saying, drag reality shows that rely on that kind of format of, oh, we've got rid of this competitor, but, someone else goes and then they bring back the one that they got rid of previously. I get it. That is really like not standing by the conviction of your judgment. I get it. I get what Abhora's saying. It's just unfortunate that they're not going to be coming back. That is kind of tea that I don't know if they were supposed to spill or not on their IG live or not. But, unfortunate that they're not going to be coming back and be featured anymore on Dragula Titans, but exciting that they said they want to start a fashion line and everything. I am just in awe at Abhora's artistry in general, and I think, sometimes with these drag reality shows, I think we do forget that they are people, that they're not just there, like, on a drag reality show. Like, they have had whole ass careers before going on Dragula. People like Abhora, Bitch Pudding, all these people who've been on Dragula, they were whole ass artists performing and working before they went on Dragula. So when they leave, they're still, performing, working, artists, doing the thing. You can't knock it. You really can't. It's just unfortunate for Abhora that her time was up so quickly. Also, we've got more Dragula tea as well. There is more tea because the premiere of Dragula, the Titans, that was on the other day, of course, everybody attended. Like, a lot of the stars of Titans attended, and also a lot of alumni of Dragula attended. Now, of course, you had Victoria Elizabeth Black and the House of Black attending the event, and something kind of shady kicked off about this because Hoso Teratoma had previously shown on Twitter a little kind of snippet, little screenshot, little sample of an outfit that they were going to be wearing to the premiere. Now, it was like a heart with lots of veins made out of like thread. It looks like kind of hand sculpted, handcrafted by a designer called Lemonnier. Now, Lemonnier is, doing big things like covers of magazines, etc., etc., really good photo shoots and stuff, And they've got a certain style of work, and it is all of this kind of like veiny blood work. It's gorgeous, it's beautiful. So what happened was, with the House of Black, Victoria Elizabeth Black, who is of course in Titans, and the whole House of Black crew, they went to the event wearing these very similar looking kind of bloody outfits, and it was a whole thing on social media. It got called out. Oh, you know, you've copied Lamagna. And it turns out that the House of Black made these outfits themselves. So people were going over to Allegra Black from the House of Black's page on Instagram and saying, oh, look, you know, why don't you credit Lamagna? You know, you've copied their style. Why don't you credit them? All of this, you know. And I think, you know, as a former fashion student, I know what intellectual property is. You know, if somebody just directly rips off your style, your work, then yeah, you're going to be pissed. You're going to be mad about it, right? Especially if you're trying to make a name for yourself, as Lamagna is, you know. And Hoso was going to be wearing this fabulous garment out to the premiere, but then couldn't because the House of Black were wearing the same thing, like that they'd made themselves. So it was a little bit shady of them to do that. Victoria Elizabeth Black should know, like, not to just rip off somebody else's work. So I'm kind of gagged, and I'm kind of a little bit shocked at that one. Like, you know, to rip off somebody who's trying to establish themselves in the fashion world, and somebody who has been doing that, you know, online and in magazines and everything. Like, girl, come on, Victoria Elizabeth Black, you should know better than that. Like, that's really shady to me. You know, that would be like somebody copying like my work from when I was a fashion student. So I would be pissed. I would be pissed. So Lamagna has every right to be pissed about this, about the House of Black copying their designs. I'm like, shady. These queens, I tell you, they are shady. Like, you don't expect it, like, especially from Dragula artists, because, you know, they know what goes into creating and the hours spent making something, the effort, you know. So to just turn around and copy a designer's work and not even credit them. I mean, they have amended their Instagram post now, and they've tagged Lamagna. Previously, they hadn't. They've also been deleting comments where they're being criticised. So it's a little bit shady, like the designer Lamagna is calling this out on Twitter as well, saying, oh, you know, if you're securing your work, then you shouldn't be scared of criticism. Why are you deleting the criticism? You know, valid point, you know, a little bit shady of House of Black. Anyway, guys, I'm going to let you go. I'm going to say take care, stay safe, stay well. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys on the next one. Take care of yourselves. I love you. Bye-bye.